Just this middle one.
The middle one?
Yeah. Do you want me to keep the ratchet on there? No, it'll fall off.
Hold on. Here.
It's this one right here. It's already attached to the bolt.
Ow.
Can you get that
What was the issue? Yeah, I got it. You can let go.
I just can't get it to crank.
What's the... You can't get it to turn.
Yeah. Maybe with just your hand will be easier.
Well...
But now it's going. It was so loose that it wasn't backpedal it.
Oh, I just lost the socket. Watch your face.
Yeah, I've got this, don't worry.
Okay. You can take it.
Okay.
Are you all done with them?
That seems quite a bit tighter now. I'd probably still work on a couple more. I think they aren't super tight. Here I have
You want the socket? Yeah, here it is.
There it is.
I haven't eaten today. Well, I ate some cookies.
So
What didn't you get?
I didn't get any of them.
You didn't get any of
I
them?
couldn't get anything to go.
Okay.
Well, didn't feel like the 12 was grabbing anything.
Yeah, it grabs. Did you get your elbow in here?
Oh yeah.
It does feel weird.
Yeah,
What the hell
couldn't
was the
even get it
issue?
to crank backwards and click, you know.
Could it be a 14 millimeter? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. You know what? I'm going to do you a favor. Yeah.
And then I'd take the ratchet all the way off and try to spin it by hand, and it would just free spin without any progress.
Uh-huh. You hear that?
Backwards clicking.
Didn't I do this top one already?
Also,
Let me get that little swivel on there. Get the swivel. That one's tight as hell. I think that's the one I did from above.
yeah.
Because you were like, I can't get on this. Okay, this one, no problem here. That one's tight. I don't remember, is a Toyota, it's aluminum. And some of these you have to do a left arm. Left arm. Because your right arm isn't going to be able to get in there. Taking the swivel back off.
These ones with the springs seem like two different threads all in one.
The what?
The ones with the springs,
Yeah.
the thread seems to get smaller at the edge.
Yeah, I think it's corroded, but I don't know. The exhaust systems are funny. Okay, so that's tight. So I got all these tight except for that top one. Got them all tight except for the top one. You could really hurt yourself doing this shit. You know?
Big chunk of metal falls on its face.
Ah! Or your ladder could slip out from underneath you. That's always a possibility. Okay. That's the one there. It's the one that didn't get done. There we go. Okay. I think it's tight enough. Yeah, I think it's tight enough. Super fun time, huh? Super good fun time.
Oh yeah. Just go like right there.
Yep, that's pretty much where it goes. You see the bolt hole for the bottom? See the bolt, the nut?
Something like right about there.
Yeah. When the holes line up, you know you got it right.
I can't see too well.
I'm taking them.
Okay, can you pass the bolt over?
Yeah, you're gonna use the tiny one.
Oh, those are little tweezers on. These
Yeah.
tiny ones right here?
Yeah, tweezers.
I don't know. There's something over there.
Oh, they were. Those were scissors. Okay, that's staying there. That's nice. Let me see if I can get this manifold back together. This is going okay, Joe. You should be pleased to know.
That's good. Oh, I got it in the slot, but it's not going easy.
Do the easy one. Quit that one. Do the easy one.
That's the easy one.
The two top ones are easy.
Oh, maybe from the side.
The two top ones are easy, but you can't see them. And that one down there is bent, by the way. But the tab that it goes into.
These ones are the easier ones. You are right. These are definitely the easier ones.
Alright, I got mine going. This is making me happy. Separated my head. Hit myself in the head. Did not make me happy.
Punch in the face.
Yep.
I got all three in, but the first one is probably pretty bad still.
I was working with Kevin one day on his car. He was underneath the car. And he came out from under the car with a big catalytic converter, a big fat pancake style catalytic converter. And he said, I just dropped this on my face and I laughed my ass off. And he said, it's not funny.
Gee, that fucking hurt.
And I said, it is funny. You just don't know.
Now, what size are these bolts? Do you know? The little ones?
What size is what?
The little bolts?
I don't know. You should have checked before you put them on there.
Dang it. Alright, I can check.
They're all 10, 12, or 14 until you get into the motor mount bolts. And then you get up to 17. And then the
Yeah, I think I needed 12.
the harmonic balancer is 19.
Yeah, I needed 12.
Wow, we're making real progress. Well,
Oh. No. Slips.
oh, there it is. Found it.
Ah.
Found it.
Son of a gun.
I put it together backwards. Figures.
Oh, yes, I can finally tighten it. Thank God. How about this one? We need extendo.
You need a what?
Extendo! Nah, I think I'll be fine without it.
You need the jumbo.
You gotta like lay on your car. Lay on your old car.
That's right. I know how it is.
Oh, still not short enough. Slime it in there. Come on. Oh, this one can't go fast enough.
Here, Ratchet.
I'm making it work, it's just, it sucks. It's like by the time it's fully tightened, then you can fit it in. And you don't need it anymore. Okay, I didn't want to tighten it too much. How do I get it off though? There we go. Tough guess.
Okay, what do we got so far? We're gonna do a recap, right? So what do we got so far? We got the exhaust manifold.
Got a motor mount.
We got the motor mount. We got the
Transmission bolts.
Get the transmission to the engine bolts. Yeah. Yes. That's a yes. See, here's the EGR. That's
What are you
that
smelling right
rubber.
now? Gasoline or
No, it's paint thinner.
paint?
That's what I clean stuff with. So, before we get too far, I gotta cut this wire and redo it. This thing drives me crazy
What
because
kind of gauge would that be?
the wire is really short. It's probably like 20. It could be 24 gauge. It's like telephone wires. It's very thin. So before we get too far here, I'm gonna have to cut this.
Do you just crimp it back together? How
No, I solder it.
solder it back together?
I solder and tape it. Yeah.
Sounds better.
Okay, so the exhaust pipe has been hooked to the exhaust manifold. The exhaust manifold has been attached to the engine, and that we're not going to torque that because it's just freaking tight. That's all. You did the heat shield on the exhaust
Honestly,
manifold.
if anything, they might be a little too tight, but they're definitely on there.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. I'm going to work on this wire because I don't want to. That means I need to do it whenever I don't want to do something.
There's not a whole lot for me to do at that time.
Well, there is. You can put the water pump on.
Oh, okay. There we go.
So what?
I remember those.
Oh, this is the bracket. This is the exhaust manifold bracket. This is the part that I forgot when I was taking the engine out. It's a big mistake. Big mistake. But I could have pulled the engine with the exhaust manifold, so I don't really know. I was telling everybody that the bolts that are nearest the pulley are the long ones, which are this and that.
Okay.
So see how thin that is right here? There's no way you'd put a long bolt in there. That's
No.
too thin. So the electrical connector, maybe we should turn. So the connector goes on the top, and it kind of slips over the everything, like that. See that?
Just about somewhere in there.
It just slips over the everything. So there would be a short bolt here and a long bolt here. So you hold one of the long bolts, and this long bolt goes here.
So now it's happily seated.
And this long bolt
Bottom.
goes underneath that. Ah! And it will bite you, it'll hurt you,
Bottom of the middle.
it will cut you. All the rest are short bolts. The AC
These are
bolts.
Little guys.
Now
You don't
there's
need to never seize these.
they are never seized already because I had to replace the water pump when I bought the car.
These already on it.
Yeah, make sure you figure out what socket it is before you start.
That's a good idea. I
And
believe it's 12
your-
by the looks of things.
your creative side is going to get a workout.
Some tough angles.
Yeah, it's not going to be easy. I'll just tell you that.
This is not an easy one.
I'll just tell you that right now.
Hurry up and get you out of the way.
All right, Joe. You're all set. Now I'm going to start working on that wire because I'm happy about working on the wire. You want your I found that if you push the push the crate up against the dresser, you can just lean on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You've decided you don't want to do that.
So it won't slide out from you.
Yeah, it won't slide. Alright, I'm going to find a donor wire from my scrap pile. Did I tell you how unhappy this makes me?
What's that, trying to do the wire? That sucks.
I just don't like cutting wires that would be fine.
Yeah.
The wire would be fine.
It's a extra stage of risk.
Yeah. But it'll work out fine.
Okay, I think I just need one more.
I hear you talking over there.
I think we need one more. It's probably the tough one.
One more what?
Perhaps. Probably not as bad as I thought. Yeah, pretty good success so far here.
Would you do this crap for money?
I don't know. I guess.
You don't know because it's not easy work?
If Tommy had any love for a Prius,
Huh?
if Tommy had any love for a Prius, he'd be in the money.
What do you mean?
I don't know. Does he want to work on a Prius?
No, I told him.
Does he want to work on cars at all?
He told me one day, he said, hey Dad, I'd love to rebuild an engine one day. I said, you know what?
I'm rebuilding a Prius.
We should do it. So then he's like, okay, yeah, we should. So I'm like, all right. So, you know, life goes on. And then the other day I say, hey Tom, guess what? I got this Prius engine that needs to be rebuilt, but there's no rush on it. Like I could do it, not do it, you know, take my time, whatever. And he said, oh, I'm kind of busy with it. It's kind of busy.
Yeah.
And I said, well, you know what, I'll just mothball it.